and live and everything is set on our pages because
Mm,
it looks like we're live already. So I'm
okay.
going to just check our platforms to make sure we're good to go. Good afternoon, everybody. You know who I am. I am Chandra Brooks, founder of the Powerhouse Academy, Powerhouse Women, and everything else you see going on social media. I'm here today doing what I normally do with a lot of my clients that I coach. And after we're done coaching and we've had some great wins and successes, I like to interview my clients and talk about the whole experience. I'm here today with Veronica Pena. She is my VIP, one of my VIP one-on-one clients. And the type of coaching that I do, I have my Powerhouse Academy, I have one-on-one, and then I offer different programs throughout the year for all kind of levels of people that want to work with me. And Veronica, reached out to me because me and her wife went to middle school and high school together. And so we've been on social media. Her wife has seen everything that I've been doing, and we see each other's lives. And her wife reached out. Well, she did reach out first about some initial stuff. But then all of a sudden, I got a message about you, Veronica. So tell us a little about who you are, what you do, and then I'm going to go a little deeper about how we met.
Okay. Well, I'm a real estate photographer, videographer. Recently branching out into creator for different businesses. Um, I've had many years in this particular field, but before this field, I was a jack of many trades.
Yeah.
Um, always kind of bouncing around, not really trying, thinking what I wanted, but not being sure. Then the
Mhm.
photography came about, and I love it, and so this is what I do now. So
Yes.
my
Yeah.
wife,
Uh
touching
huh.
base on how you said my wife,
Yeah.
when we got married, I would complain about my job all the time. I'd be like, "Ah, if I did this for myself, I would do this." And
Yeah.
she would tell me, I have a friend who's a coach. I'm like, yeah, yeah, okay. I really, just so everybody gets a little bit of background, I blew her off for 5 years.
You blew your wife telling you about me for 5 years?
Yes.
You never told me that. You never told me it was
Yes.
that long.
It was a long time. I'm stubborn.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 years. I regret it. I should have done it right away. I've learned real quick, but it's
I
fine.
think
It's never too late.
that's going to be the theme and the lesson to a lot of people today
Yeah.
is really don't wait, right? Because you wait, then you're like, damn, I should have did this a long time ago. I didn't really understand what the process was. And I think a lot of people get nervous. Probably you too, right? When she told you that, what does that even mean? A business coach and like, what does that mean? So can you
I,
tell me
I
what you
did.
thought?
I just thought it was another, well, because like I said, I was a little jack of all trades. So I'd gone to, like for realtors that are out there, the Mike Ferry system. I actually met Mike back in the day. I did insurance for a while,
Mm.
did janitorial. Heck, I even sold Kirby's. There you go. That's how far back I go.
So you've been through trainings, development, people saying
Yeah.
sign on to, and you could sell and you could make all this money, and
Yes.
you heard all that.
Yes. So when she told me that, I'm like, "Ah, I know what I do. I'm just gonna stay here for a while longer. I'll wait. It's fine.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Wow. So then what was the breaking point to say, okay, who's this girl you're talking about again? Let me know about her. What made you finally say, let me get on a call with her?
it's I was working with this company.
Yeah.
Everything was okay. I'm not gonna say it's perfect because nothing's
Yeah,
ever perfect,
nothing's
but it
perfect.
was okay for me. I was happy. But I got a call one day from someone that was hired to be my helper, and the call didn't come from my boss. Not Well, I'm the manager, so right, you would think I would have known. I didn't get a call from anybody.
Uh-huh.
Except one day I get a call from my assistant that was supposed to be helping me, hired part time,
Mm-hmm.
that to tell me that he was no longer going to help me, that he was going to be doing social media for the company now. Kind of announced it to me without me having a clue.
Yeah.
That did it. Something
Wow.
snapped in me that day
That you're
that
like,
I was like, oh yeah, I can't do this. I don't like these kinds of surprises. This is the last surprise I'm going to get. I'm going to
Yeah.
start figuring out how to get my life going and doing what I know how to do very well and doing it for many, many other people.
Wow.
But that was the breaking point.
So anyway, I just went to check on this live. You know, when I've done this the last couple of times, for some reason, it sets it as only I could see it. It's only on my page and nobody else can see it. So
Huh.
I had to reset the settings so everybody could see it on my page.
Okay.
Yeah, Facebook, you know, it just trips sometimes.
That's okay.
Anyway, so yeah, so I remember, okay, we got on the call and I told you about Powerhouse Academy. I told you about, you know, it's a group program. You go through it together. And then I told you about the one-on-one. And I told you about the investments and
Yes.
how much it was going to cost. And we don't
Yes.
have to say numbers, it's totally up to you, but we don't have to. But just what was your first initial thought when you heard how much it cost?
Because I've had other training,
Yeah.
I found it affordable.
Okay.
The
Okay.
number did not scare me. That
And
it
I could
scared my
tell.
wife,
Mm-hmm.
but it never scared me because I've dabbled in so much. I know you have to put something in to get something back,
Yes.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
I've in all the years I've known to invest in myself.
Yeah.
So when I talk to you, something in me said, let's do it. And let's do
Yeah.
it now. Because I
Wow.
know it really was, I don't know how long we were talking, 5 minutes maybe.
It was like
And I
instant.
told you, okay, let's do it. I didn't even consult my wife because I got a talking to.
You're like, she said
But
it to you anyway, so I didn't have to consult.
I'm like, I know what I want. I'm going to do it. This is for me. And within minutes, I said, I'm going to take this. I don't consider it a leap of faith, but it kind of was for the way I think. Because
Yeah.
I'm a skeptic. God's
Yeah.
honest truth. I am a skeptic
Yeah.
because there's so many schemes out there.
Yeah.
But I knew talking with you, I knew I had to do it. I'm going to do it. This is it. And
Mm.
when I do that, it's like there's no stopping me now. And my mind is, we're going to do it. And by the way, I didn't even have the money for it.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not in your bank account. I don't know. But I didn't know.
um,
I didn't know that. But I know you were like, let's do it. Chandra, you're hired. I want to do one-on-one. You were like a quick, fast mover. I like people like that. And usually the ones that are like that are you the most successful because you're just like, you don't sit and ponder on things. You just, let's go. You made a decision. You made your initial down payment, and then you were like, I want to pay you off, and you came to pay me off. You know, I mean,
yeah.
you weren't, there was no hesitation in your movement, and this is going to pay off in your business when you make fast decisions. And so we started working together,
Yes.
and we meet once a week, and
Yes.
we have our time. You know, it's in the evening after work. How
Yes.
did you feel through the process of us working together from the beginning until we're closing out now, till the end?
I'm feeling sad that we're closing out, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that's going to be like, what? We don't have a week, a Tuesday call at 8.
Right. I don't
But
never
it's
leave
not the end because
I don't go nowhere. I don't
we're
go.
going to continue because I
Yeah.
have other goals now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't have the money yet, but I have other goals and that's going to be reached. That's the truth. I'll worry
Right.
about the money later.
Yeah. Yeah.
My experience has been incredible, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the ladies that you introduced me, Angela,
Mm-hmm.
Fatten, my God, right?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Christina, those three ladies, starting with Angela. I mean, I thought I
Yeah.
was blown away with Angela and everything she talked to me about.
Yeah.
Right. And then talking with Fatten and as the later process started kicking in, communicating more with her,
Mm-hmm.
that has been a journey and she's patient. So
Yes.
if you're that kind of people, Fatten is patient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me just tell people so they know who you're talking about. So
Yeah.
Angela, Fan, Christina, they're all coaches, part of my team. When you work with me one-on-one and you're a VIP client, you get my whole team and you get time with them. You get full access to my director of operations who helps with systems, building the website, anything technical support. Fatten is there to help you. Angela is our money and budget and another business coach that helps with numbers and figuring out profits and all that. Christina is our social media, TikTok, Instagram influencer coach. So we have a lot of people helping you when you're a VIP
Yeah.
client. You have access to so many resources and support. But yeah, those are the people. So I just wanted, while you were talking about them, let people know who they were.
Yeah, absolutely. And each one is very unique and very helpful in what they do. And so I should explain that
Mm-hmm.
I know how to go and do a job for you. You want photos? I'll give you photos. You want a video? I'll give you a great video. You want a little Insta reel? I can give you that. You know what I can't do? I don't know how to do a page. I didn't even know the spreadsheet to put the money together and break it down on how my income would come in. That with
Mm-hmm.
Angela was a big eye opener, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and like I said, I could do the reels for you, but I didn't understand the background on how the impact would come. And that's Christina,
Yeah.
right? That was incredible to talk with her and get a knowledge because I'm old school. I don't like
Mm-hmm.
all those social media, but I
Right.
know I got to create things for that, right?
Right. 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 Right.
But
Right.
now having spoken with them, and again, Fatten has done wonders to put all those little details in my web page together. Like I couldn't have done that without you. That's God's honest truth.
Yeah.
Not even the vision of how my income would come, because I could go and do the work and put it in the account. I wouldn't wait. Let's start with I wouldn't have even got my own business license. I would have just put it into my regular account. I like Veronica Pena's account, not my business account.
Right.
So
Right. Right.
invaluable to me, invaluable what
Right.
you've brought and the people you've brought.
Yeah, and we try to really figure out, especially with somebody who's just building a business, right? Like you said, you know how to take some good photos, real estate photos. It's your expertise. A lot of people don't know how to start a business from beginning to end and all the nuances that comes in it, right? Like marketing, social media, branding, all those things. When we try to figure it out ourselves, we give up or we're just like, "Oh my God, it's too much," or "I don't know." And so we stop, right?
Yeah.
So we stop doing it and then we give up. And so many people do that. That's why coaching is so important because you need those steps like, oh, I didn't know I needed an LLC. Oh, I didn't know I needed to get a URL. I didn't know I had to do this. I didn't know I had to do that. Right. All these little things that we're like, okay, step by step that we did when you're a VIP client. We help you with all those building blocks for your business. But I think that, what we try to do is, I've figured that out within time. People don't know, right? People don't know the little things. Like you said, you would have been putting it in your personal account.
Yeah.
You would have been let me just tell you guys, because I'm gonna be real right now. I'm not trying to not pay attention, but my son right now, Mom, I need an Uber right now to his job. And I'm a mom and I got to make it happen and get him this Uber to his job from uh and I got to do it while I'm here, while I'm on this live. So, we're going to get this Uber going, everybody. But anyway, say hi if you're watching us. Say hi if you're watching us while I get my Uber for my son and make sure he's off to work. And I couldn't take him today because I'm doing the interview. Okay, that's done. A mom's job is never done. Anyway, let's get back to this interview. So we started building the business. We did the LLC, the name, right? From the name to the
Yeah.
LLC, everything, right? We did like
Yeah.
the branding colors, like the whole journey. Like it's just crazy how, it comes and now we have a full-fledged website business and all of that, like it's really been a pleasure working with you. You've been really and not an easy client. I don't like to say easy, but like just a really it's been so wonderful to work with you. It's like I'm not like, oh, I gotta get on with Veronica today. Oh, I gotta do, like I'm pulling the strings. There's some things I had to push you to do,
Yeah.
right? And tell me like how coaching has helped you get things done. Right. Well, I need to be when I get on the call with Chandra, I better have this done, and this done.
And that is real. When I wasn't doing what I needed to do, like the last thing I still need is a bank account, but I know
Yeah.
I got to get it. And I'm
Uh-huh.
terrified to tell Chandra that. I'm terrified. Not that she's mean or anything, but I also
Right.
want to feel like I'm accomplishing things while I work with her, right? God
Right.
knows I'm paying enough. I should
Right.
do my end, right?
Do
Um,
your part. Do your part.
yes, I got to do my part. But Chandra, what was the question again? I got all excited about
Coaching
that.
about pushing you, right? About pushing you,
Okay.
pushing, with the coaching every call, how it made you get stuff done, right? And if you had to
Yeah.
try to do it by yourself, it probably wouldn't happen.
Look, honestly, I I don't know if what we talked. Oh no, I did. I did tell you that I thought I had to get partners to start the business because
Mm,
I didn't know certain parts. And I'm talking about not working wise, but the logistical parts that come with a business,
mm-hmm.
like the LLC, the
Mm-hmm.
trademark. Those things is something I've learned with you through our calls and through talking with the ladies that you work with.
Yeah.
Um, the coaching helped me keep me accountable, really the accountability to myself, right?
Mm,
I made a decision to invest in myself. How dare I not be accountable for what I put into it? How's my business going to grow if I can't keep myself on track? But I couldn't.
yeah.
Let's be real. My wife knows me.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I need Chandra. Like I
Yeah.
needed you
Mm-hmm.
to help me
Mm-hmm.
keep my goals in check and be realistic about what I could do and what I couldn't do
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a dreamer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's who I am. I
Mm-hmm.
dream all these
Mm-hmm.
great ideas, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't have a clue the step by step it takes to get there.
Yeah.
And without you, we wouldn't be having this conversation. God's honest truth, I'd be miserable.
No, you
I
still be at your job.
needed you.
You still
Yeah,
be at your job. You still be miserable at your job
yeah,
and dreaming about running your own business, right?
yeah,
That's where a lot of people get stuck. And because I know the importance of coaching and I've paid a lot of money for coaching and understand the value. And this is why I charge at high levels because if you don't invest in something that's a little scary and it's a risk and it's you have stake in the game. So I know you're going to show up. I know you're going to do the work. I know that we're going to make it happen because you invested this money.
yeah,
Usually all my clients that invest 10,000 or more to work with me, I don't really have to hold their hand. They're doing the work, they're showing up, they're not whining, they're not complaining. They get things done, right? And it's more efficient. So it's worth it, like having to do the LLC, having to do the website, the branding, the systems that are all
yeah,
behind setting up a business would have cost you a whole lot of time, overthinking, and not getting done. When you are with a coach, that coach is moving you forward, consistently pushing you. And I'm a, let's get things done. It wasn't like, let's just chat every Tuesday on the phone. We chatted, we had some fun and
right.
laughed a lot, but we got things done, because I'm
We
about
did.
boom, 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 boom. Every week we are building until now. I hope Fatten's on the line. Fatten, please, in this conversation, because we're launching that website today, baby. Right? That website is ready to go. It's a beautiful website. And if you were interested in Veronica, any real estate agent that is my friend, family member, you got to reach out to Veronica because she's going to help you with your beautiful images for your business. Tell the audience about everything that you do when it comes to real estate photography.
Well, there's a lot, right? A lot of people don't know everything that goes into it, but it's not just photos and video. The real estate market has really changed. It's turned into kind of like a visual art per
Mm-hmm.
se.
Mm-hmm.
Every home is unique. And even if it's the most rundown home, it still has its own story to tell. And I got to capture it to find one person to help the agent find that one person that wants to buy it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, that's the goal for agents or companies or any business in general. So I do photography. I do Matterport, which is the 3D scanning, so it turns into a 3D doll house look. So if there is someone in China or in another part of the country that wants to see the house without being in the house, then yeah, I help provide that for my agents, right?
Mm,
I also do floor plans, and that's also growing.
mm-hmm.
Um, floor plans for the home. I do the little Insta reels, kind of like little sizzle videos so the agent can have something to share in their Instagram, right? And then,
Mm,
of course, the video itself, right? The video itself that
mhm.
requires a lot of little, you know, finessing and
Yeah,
making sure we get a video that people want to see,
yeah.
a product that will entice them to go and look at the home.
Mhm.
And yes, I say real estate photography, but it also can be for a business. I helped my friend. She just bought City Diner, and she did a grand opening. And I went and helped her do the video, the grand opening
Where is
video.
that at?
City Diner on
Yeah.
Monterey Road.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Um,
I know
you
that
know,
name. I've seen it before.
yeah, yeah, it's good
Mhm,
food. I did
mhm.
a grand opening video for her to
Okay.
to kind of get out on her website and stuff. And
Mhm,
so I like helping my
mhm,
friends
mhm.
and anyone
Yeah,
to
I
get
love it.
their, get visuals out.
Yeah, yeah. You're really trying to sell the house, really. Right? You got to sell the house. So
Yeah,
that is your main goal, is
that
really
is the
do
main
beautiful
goal.
images and video to sell the homes. So I wanted to make a point too, like even when you were thinking about working with me or working with a coach, you're like, she don't know anything about real estate photography. Like, how is she going to help me? Like, you're laughing because you probably had that thought and you didn't share that with me, but
I
I knew
told
you
my wife that. I'm all, what kind of coach? What she know about what I do?
I love to dismantle this myth to people because they'll be like, she doesn't know my industry. She can't help me with my business. And to me, I'm like, business is business. It's about a product or a service. You need to sell it, you need to market it. I know what to do. And if I don't know what to do, I know who does. And I always pull in people to help me figure it out and help us figure it out. But I help people like pharmaceutical industry. I have, women that are consultants in education and politics, like any type of business, product, hairlines. I mean, everything, right? Business is business. And I knew you said that because I'm sure I've heard a lot of people say that. Like, I'm in this industry, Shonda. You probably don't know anything about it. So how can you really help me? And I just laugh and I let people think what they think. All right, but we figured it out. I didn't know how to. I don't need to go hold Veronica's camera at her events. I don't need to know how to work the camera. I don't need to know about Entreport. I know a little bit more than now. She's taught me some things, but I don't even know if I said it right. But but that all these tools, I had to learn about it, and I asked questions.
Right.
I asked. That was part of our process too, was the pricing. How do I price my
Yes.
services? How do I package my services? Right? Because if you would have done it on your own, it would have been photography,
Yeah.
video, photography.
Yeah. And I had a good idea,
Yeah.
but speaking with Angela and having the breakdowns of it,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Because some videos, some agents want to talk, but you got to charge for that. And, or, the business owner wants to have welcome in, right?
Yeah.
Um, there's drone work that comes with it. And,
Yes.
and it's two sets of drone work. Either you're choosing photos or you want the video and 5 photos. All of that turns out I had to think about the price of it
Mm-hmm.
because everything is a service. And
Mm-hmm.
it never dawned on me before. I'd be like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you're my friend. You know what? We've done work before. All right, I could do this for you for like $100,
Yeah.
right? But,
Yeah.
but not realizing, no, I got to cover a little more because I still have to take care of other things. It's not just me.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I didn't really know how to value the work I put into it. And you
Yeah.
helped me a lot with that
Yeah.
because remember I told you, well, I know them. Maybe I could just do this. And you're like, no, 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 no. We're gonna do this. We're gonna charge right here, and that's okay. And I was definitely afraid until one of your exercises when you had me send out, to some of the agents that
Ask
were
them about
close
it.
to me,
Mm-hmm.
send them out the price packages, and they came back with, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's not bad. You're gonna offer all this really for this? And then I started feeling better about it because I was deathly afraid.
So what we did
That's the
was
truth.
we broke down her services and packages, right? Like
Yeah.
if she was going to go do a job for somebody, she was doing all these things. So she's doing it for a company, and they have a set cost, an hourly rate, or whatever that they charge with the company. But now you're on your own. Like, how do you price? You have to factor in your time, your energy, your value of your skill, the long time value of your skill. And a lot of us don't do that. We don't value. I've learned throughout the years to value my skill. That's why I charge what I charge, because I bring all of my $80,000 of coaching and experience and mistakes and wins when I coach you. You get everything. Like, there's nothing I held back from giving you or sharing, right, with my clients.
Yeah.
I give you everything that I have in my tool belt, right? To make sure that you win, right? To teach you lessons. Also, it's like, okay, this is how to keep the sustainability going in your business. How many clients do you need to close a month, right? How do you need to do, all of these little things to prepare you to be an entrepreneur. So we had to do the pricing to make sure that Veronica had packages. So when people reached out, it was a no-brainer. Oh, I get I get all this stuff for this amount of money. It's not like, she has packages, but she also has a la carte. So it's not like you had to nitpick and
Yeah.
and price it all together and then go crazy. It's packages. It makes it easier for you to market and sell your services, because you can just sell in packages. But to think about that on your own, who knows when you would have thought about that, or if that would have came about, right? This is why having a thought partner and a coach is so important, in the process of building the business. And then also, like, can you talk to them, Veronica, like, just about coaching and why you think people should invest? If they really have an idea, like for you, for years, and they're sitting on this idea and they haven't taken the leap, what advice would you get to somebody who's kind of been sitting on an idea for a long time?
Stop. Don't think about it. Let's be about it. Best decision I made. Once, I had this little breakdown of mine, and I
Mm-hmm.
was sitting on the bed, and my wife was like, shot it out again. Babe, you should really talk to my friend Chandra. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I need to talk to your friend Chandra. I'm pissed. I want to do something different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um, don't sit and don't wait.
Yeah.
5 years, man, I could be probably, not a gagillionaire, right? But I could probably have been a few thousandaire, right? Thousandaire
Right.
would have worked for me,
Yeah. Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
hundredaire. I don't know what the good word is. But
Make it six
now that I
figures.
started those 5 years, God knows where I'd be today. But
Mm,
let's forget about that. From today moving forward, I have an idea. I definitely plan on doing more coaching with Chandra. I don't regret it. You know, it's something that, and I haven't shared this with family or friends, so this is going to be out there now.
mm-hmm.
But I would do it all over again
Mm,
sooner,
mm.
sooner. I would not wait. But
Yeah.
I learned my lesson, and I'm not going to wait for what's going to happen in the future. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
plan for it, adjust for it, make money for it, and then do it.
Yeah.
That's bottom line. I'm not going to sit and wait. I'm going
So,
to do it from now on, and I
okay.
suggest they do too.
So while we coach, though, I even had
Yeah.
you start reaching out to agents and letting people know that you're going to be open for business soon, right? And I think that
Yes.
really showed you that the business is there, right? That
Yeah.
there's not going to be any shortage, even with people talking about a recession coming. There's not going to be any shortage of business for you whatsoever.
Well, no, because at the end of the day, in real estate, people are always buying and selling, and there's a need. And I just got to make sure my product is good,
Yep.
that people want to call me for it. That's it. That's all I got to do. And it
Mm-hmm.
helps to be kind in the process.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
need to be mean. I don't need to be rude. Kindness has taken me a long way. It's just taken me a long way for other companies. Now I could do it for myself.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So, Fan, if you're watching, Fan, if you're on here, please put Veronica's link in there. If not, I'm going to put it after in the chat or in the comments of this live. But right now, Veronica, I am promoting my business plan accelerator. So it's
Yeah.
basically I haven't even talked to you about this, so I'm explaining to you what it is. It's basically what we did in just Trello, right? But it's
Yeah,
really, that's it. It's just 12 hours with me for 2 weekends, and your wife is going to be a part of it,
that's
because now
right.
she's seen what we did together. She's like, oh, yeah, now I'm going to come and work with Chandra. So she joined the accelerator, my business plan accelerator, to really explore what she wants to do. But the Trello board, it's really just to build the foundation. I can't because they didn't invest like you do all the other things that we provided for you, but it's really building the plan in the Trello board, from start to finish, with the idea, the vision, the mission, the marketing, the services, right? The branding. We're not going to do any technical work in the background, but I'm
Yeah.
building it with them together. And the price of this is only $3,000. Okay. Tell people, is this a deal or not? Deal or no deal? Tell the
It
audience.
is a super deal, to be quite honest. Um, and you know, let's talk about my wife. My wife has been toying with the idea. She reached out to you before I did,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
because she wanted to move from her career. And when you told me about you were going to have this big sale kind of come up or something along those lines, I can't remember because I have a bad
Yeah,
memory.
yeah.
But you said that, and I go, "Oh, my wife needs that." And my wife, and I would tell you, did my wife reach out to you? Did
Mm-hmm,
she text you? Did she
mm-hmm,
sign up? And
mm-hmm.
I bugged her enough till she signed up because it is a good deal.
Yeah,
That thing that you're talking about, Trello, it's kind of like your idea in your mind is like a puzzle, and all the pieces are scattered.
yeah.
And you may know this piece, you may know this piece, you may have this piece, but they're still scattered, and you don't know how to put them together.
Mm-hmm,
Trello, learning how to do the Trello
mm-hmm.
is grabbing those puzzle pieces and connecting them and
Yeah.
connecting them
Mm-hmm,
and giving you ideas about what you want to think about for your future business. Maybe it's
mm-hmm,
not now, but
mm-hmm.
now you have the box there that's ready for you to have that. So future pieces of the puzzle that come in, you have a spot to put them in versus the scatter of the brain that's everywhere. And that's
Right.
invaluable, at least to me,
Yeah.
having learned that.
Yeah, we built, well, Fatten actually built it, based on what we do for our clients, but she built it, of all the years seeing what was needed,
Yeah,
in helping our clients be successful, and all the moving parts. Like you said, it's really hard to remember all the moving parts in a business, but the business plan accelerator is building that together with somebody, and you have me on live on Zoom for 2 weekends, Saturday and Sunday, coaching you and walking you through this process with other women that have different business ideas, but we're all working together, doing it together. But it's $2,500 paid in full, $3,000 on a payment plan. But this is, the cheapest thing that I'm going to be offering in a long time, so I'm really trying to push it to make people understand. There's people that wait a long time, right? My prices have already increased since I started working with you, Veronica.
I know.
So, right. You know
You
that.
scared me. I'm like, what? It's fine, but it's going to take longer for me to save for it.
Right. And the reason why I'm okay with increasing my prices, because I understand the value now of myself. We have to value ourselves. And this is why I pushed you to charge a certain amount of money, to value your time and your expertise and your years of experience. And it really takes time to build that confidence,
Yeah.
really to show you that people will pay you, right? Your worth. You have to charge what you're worth, and all the years of experience and time and energy and investment that I put in. Shoot, I'm not about to give you everybody all my goodness that I've gotten from other coaches, that I've paid thousands and thousands of dollars for. You think you're going to get that for free? A lot of people want it for free. A lot of people want to pick my brain. They don't want to pay. Veronica, I've tried to put out programs for $500 for a whole week with me, and people don't jump on it. And I'm like, I ain't doing that no more. This is the last time I'm doing $3,000. I had to say, I need to push it a little bit. $3,000 for 2 weekends, and you're going to build the foundation of your business, right? It's so necessary. Listen to somebody who didn't believe in coaching, didn't know what the hell coaching was, right? When we first
That's
started,
true.
and built her business from beginning to end We have a full website. We built the whole website for her. We have systems in place. She could reach out to my team and they can help her with everything she needs in order to get it done. Do you have any last words for anybody watching or anybody on the fence that has been playing around working with me? Because there's a lot of people that are, have been twiddling their fingers for a long time.
Yeah. Well, before I touch that, I'd
Mm-hmm.
also like to mention that technically our time with Chandra was over like a few weeks back, but she didn't abandon me. That's something very important that I do want to share with everybody today. Chandra didn't say, "Oh, your 12 weeks are over. Bye." No. She said, "Oh, we still have more work to do. And okay, so let me add you back on the calendar. And by the way, Chandra meets with me at 8 because I'm also working. And never once we'd have a little bit of things here and there, but we always made our conversations. She didn't abandon me. I
Mm-hmm.
never felt like um, cut off, like, okay, we got to go. And I didn't feel that from any of the other girls. And I feel it's important to
Mm-hmm.
share that
Thank you.
because
Mm-hmm.
that's invaluable for someone that doesn't know. And Fatten deals with me quite a bit with all the, I don't know what you mean, Fatten, but she doesn't give up on me. She even picked up a call while she's out there doing her exercise. I appreciate that. I
Right,
appreciate
right.
that from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
So, okay, do you want to do that? Do you want to have someone that's there for you?
Mm-hmm.
Then make the call. It's a no
Mm-hmm.
brainer. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to sound like those infomercials because I just heard myself say that. I don't want to sound ridiculous,
I
but
know it's hard sometimes.
right. But it's, what is it worth to you
Yeah.
to be sitting here where I'm sitting at today,
Mm-hmm.
ready to go out and
Mm-hmm.
do what I want to do for myself
Mm-hmm.
and really bring what I want to bring and bring this vision of my company to other people and help them do what they're doing. If
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't for Chandra, I might not be doing this. No, wait, let me correct that. I might be doing it, but with other people and not knowing what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
probably with partners and being upset. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to live like that.
Yeah.
With Chandra has made it so incredibly easy.
Mm-hmm.
And I already have that mentality of it's okay to spend money. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to do that. Let me
Mm-hmm.
spend some money. Right. I
Mm-hmm.
already told
Yeah.
Fat, you're stuck with me for
Right.
like forever, probably. But
Yeah.
she doesn't abandon you.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't leave you alone. She guides you. I don't know what that's worth for anybody else, but for me, it was worth every freaking penny. Every penny. And
Mm-hmm.
by the way, if you're wondering how I paid, I took out a loan. I'd rather take out a loan and pay Chandra right away,
Mm-hmm.
take care of that on my own. But this is important to me. This is my life. I'm
Yeah.
married now. When I
Right.
was single, I was a clown. But now
Mm-hmm.
I'm married. I have responsibilities. Chandra helped me fine tune all that. And
Mm-hmm.
so there's no amount. I
Yeah.
would have paid the 25. I would have paid the 30. I don't know if I
Yeah.
would have done 50 because I don't know if I would have been able to afford to pay that. But I might have. I might have borrowed on the house. I don't know. But it's important to me. And so
Yeah.
if you find it important to you,
Mm-hmm.
you want to hold back, you want to be regretting 5 years like me, or do you
Mm-hmm.
want to get something going now? Now I can go and do what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just
And
worth every
the whole plan and the way I coach is like I really want to set you up to make money. Because
yeah,
what is a business without making money? It's an expensive hobby, is what I call it. It's like you're not making any, you're just like might as well just have a hobby if you're gonna do it. You have to have a plan to make money. That's the whole goal of what I do because I know that making an investment is hard. I know that a lot of us don't have just that money sitting around. Some people do, but not a lot of us. I
yeah,
didn't. When I invested in myself, I took out loans, credit cards, but I believed in my vision so much. I knew I was going to pay that back, and I paid all that crap back. So I really try to help my clients do the same thing. It's like my goal was to make you understand how you're going to make this money so you can pay that back with no problem.
yeah,
Right? So you wouldn't feel like, "Oh, I'm going in debt," or "Oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have this business." No, you have a plan. You know exactly how to make money now and
yeah,
how to pay that back. Not only, I also forgot what we worked on too is the exit plan, right? From the job and negotiating, right? Negotiating that not walking away with no money, and like
yeah,
they're still your client, like
yeah,
locking them in as your client while you run your own business. right? This is invaluable coaching that you get. Is don't just walk away. Make them still pay you. They can still pay you for jobs. You'll be a consultant and a contractor with them while you're making money, but you have the freedom to go do everything else that you want to do in your business.
Yeah.
So, like there's just so many points and things that we do as partners on this journey that people don't understand. Let me know who you are when you make a comment. Thank you. Senia just signed up for my business accelerator. She said, I'm so excited to get started. And then somebody else said, this is amazing. Well, thank you so much, whoever that was that commented. I can't see your name, but I thank you all for watching. We're going to put Veronica's link to her website in the comments. If you're a real estate agent, if you know of any real estate agents in the Bay Area that are looking for an amazing photographer, Veronica's open for business. So reach
That's
out.
right.
Yes, connect with Veronica and make sure that you hire her. Oh, it's Angela. Hey, Angela. Angela's watching us.
Hey,
Thank you, Angela.
Angela.
Yes, Angela gets to see the finished product now of the amazing Veronica and what you've been able to accomplish. I'm just so proud of you. I'm honored to be your coach. I can't wait to come over for dinner because I was invited to dinner. Okay, I couldn't come tonight, but we're going to do it next week.
Absolutely.
I'm going to go see Michelle Obama tonight.
Woo!
I couldn't miss out on that
I'm
opportunity.
excited for you on that one.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm really excited tonight to go do that. But it's just been a pleasure. Once I'm your coach, I'm always your coach. I don't go anywhere. You can ask all my clients. I will stalk you. I will push you. I will be around, making sure that you're successful. Because what is it to me? Like like this is my life. This is my purpose and my passion. And I want to see more women and entrepreneurs out there making it happen. So congratulations for taking the step and a chance on yourself and following
Yes.
it through and seeing it through. It's a big deal. And naysayers, people who are haters or anything, whatever, we don't care about you. Right? We don't care about you.
Like Nick Boza does when he sacks somebody.
Is that what he does? Sorry.
That's what he does. It's like a little smile.
Sorry for
I'm a
you.
Niner fan, everybody, so I get a little crazy.
Yeah, I almost let her wear all her Niner gear today on here. You would have loved that, huh?
Also,
Uh-huh.
Chandra, also
Yes.
like I was scared to tell her, Chandra, I'm trying to save money, but I would tell her, oh, Chandra, I did a treat yourself moment. I bought this, or
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
did a treat yourself. I got this. And, I don't feel guilty about it because she said it's okay to splurge on yourself every so often.
It
So,
is.
you
We
know what?
deserve it.
I agree.
We deserve it. You
Yeah.
deserve it. You worked hard over the years. I can't wait to see what you're going to do. I want to know all the wins all the time. Text message me, call me. I need to know, but we're not done. We still got work to do. We just
No,
need.
we're not. We're not done. Remember, I got to do the second part of the second part of the second part, whatever
Yeah.
that is. I don't know what it is, but it's the second part.
Veronica's going to continue coaching with me. That's what
That's
she's
right.
saying. She wants to continue coaching, so she's ready to go. And that I love it. That means I hope I did a good job with you, and I am giving full quality customer service and care. And you guys see that I care about your business, and it's not all about the dollar signs. At the end of the day,
Absolutely.
I got to pay all these people that help me, right? I got to do all that. I'm not out taking vacations with your money. I'm here. I'm doing the work for you and helping you and trying to get you to that next level. So,
And
excuse
that's
me.
not a lie, everybody. She really is. She provided a lot. She says she hopes she did a good job. I'm gonna tell you, she did a fantabulous job for
Thank you,
me.
Monica. Thank
Yeah.
you. All right, everybody. If you have any questions, if you want, also put the accelerator in here. Fatten, please. The business plan accelerator. Like I said, it's the first 2 weekends in January. 3 hours on Saturday, 3 hours on Sunday, the first weekend, and the same the second weekend. And we're building out your business. Okay, you were building just your business plan, getting it out of your head, getting some clarity to it, making you understand and making you believe that it's possible, right? Working with me to show you that it's possible. We're building out that foundation, and then you have options after if you want to work with me further to really launch it and move it out like we did with Veronica. But the accelerator, just like it is, it's acceleration to finally get you all those ideas out of your head and onto a business plan. So if you're interested in joining that, please join because we're filling up this group. I only want 10 people in it. I was going to say women because I usually only market to women, but I've had some men show interest. So, but it's open to everybody, no discrimination. So reach out to me if you're interested. Veronica, again, thank you for taking your time to interview with me. Please say hi
Good.
to your beautiful wife,
I
and I'll
will.
see you soon. I'm going to talk. I'll talk to you till later or tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right, everybody. Thank you for
All right.
watching. See you later. Bye bye.
Bye.